What if Jesus Christ, the most influential figure in history, was born in the 21st century? Would his message spread faster through social media? Would he still be crucified? Or would cancel culture take him down? How would world governments react? Today, we explore an incredible thought experiment: how Jesus' life might unfold in our modern world. The Bible tells us that Jesus was born in Bethlehem, a small town in Judea. But what if he were born today? Would he be born in an obscure Middle Eastern village? Or would he enter the world in a bustling metropolis like New York, London, or Dubai? Would Mary and Joseph still be poor, struggling to find a place to give birth, but instead of a stable, ending up in an overcrowded hospital waiting room? Or perhaps Mary would post a crowdfunding campaign to cover medical expenses. Would the Star of Bethlehem be replaced by viral news trending on Twitter? One of the biggest challenges Jesus faced in his time was convincing people he was the Son of God. Imagine how difficult that would be today. In an era dominated by science and skepticism, every claim would be scrutinized. The media would analyze every miracle, attempting to debunk his works as psychological tricks or advanced technology. Scientists would search for rational explanations. Would Jesus' miracles still have the same impact, or would they be dismissed as hoaxes? One thing is certain: Jesus' message would spread differently. Instead of walking miles to preach, he might have a YouTube channel, delivering sermons with millions of views. Would he have an Instagram account with daily inspirational quotes? A TikTok page with short parables? Maybe even a podcast where he debates religious leaders and atheists alike. But would he be canceled? In an era where words are dissected, twisted, and taken out of context, would Jesus' radical teachings be too controversial? Would big tech platforms suppress his message? Or would he be the most followed person in history, reaching billions instantly? Imagine Jesus healing the sick today. Would he visit hospitals, curing cancer patients and making the blind see? Would the medical world reject him or embrace him? What about turning water into wine? Would the FDA get involved? Feeding the hungry with 5 loaves and 2 fish? That might be called illegal food distribution in some places. And walking on water? Would people dismiss it as a deep fake video? Would religious skeptics accuse him of using holograms? Throughout history, Jesus was opposed by religious and political authorities. The Pharisees saw him as a threat to their power, and the Roman government saw him as a potential revolutionary. If Jesus came today, would things be any different? Governments might fear his influence. Would they see him as a destabilizing force, a religious extremist, or even a terrorist? Would they try to censor or arrest him for spreading dangerous ideas? And what about religious leaders? Would they embrace him as a messiah or see him as a challenger to their authority? In Jesus' time, crucifixion was the most brutal form of execution. Today, public executions are rare, but the court of public opinion is more powerful than ever. Would Jesus be crucified on social media instead? Imagine a hashtag campaign like #JesusIsAFraud or #FakeMessiah trending worldwide. Would false accusations ruin his reputation before he could fulfill his mission? Or would he still be physically executed? Many countries still have the death penalty. Would the modern equivalent of the Sanhedrin and the Roman authorities sentence him to death? If Jesus were crucified today, what would happen next? The resurrection shocked the ancient world. In a modern world of surveillance and forensic science, would the resurrection be captured on camera? Would it be dismissed as CGI or AI-generated footage? Would people believe, or would it be another conspiracy theory buried under endless debates? Would we recognize him? The biggest question isn't whether Jesus could exist in the 21st century. The real question is, will we recognize him? Would we welcome him? Or would we reject him as people did 2,000 years ago? Would we follow him or ignore him in favor of the latest viral trend? Maybe the true challenge isn't when Jesus arrives, but whether we're willing to listen when he does. What do you think? If Jesus came today, would the world be ready for him? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.